Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Northern Illinois Huskies, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Mississippi State's offense will get the first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Back to pass, it's Shapen. Fires to the wideout. And it's caught. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Reese. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
To throw for it. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. First points of the day are on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the toss. Fights off a defender. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him try to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch them side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Shapen. Got it in the middle. It's Mosley. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. You would have really hoped that you would have gotten that extra yard on 3rd down, but now on 4th, and maybe you still have to go for it.
And it's interesting. 3rd and 1, you throw the football. The more physical team usually wins. Do you feel confident enough to run the football early in the game in your own territory? Can you go get 1 yard with the running game? I'm always the guy that's going to roll the dice and go for it.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Handoff from the shotgun. Nice move to keep running. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And what's Who's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. He'll send out the kicker here. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride Davis here. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Taylor. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Quick spin on the ride. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Northern Illinois has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Wants to return it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Looking downfield, it's Shapen. Safe completion on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. QB draw. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The give to the back. Oh, out of space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. There and gets a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice move to pick up yardage. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Bulldogs line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. back to throw. It's Shapen. Caught close to the marker. It's Thompson. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on first and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's third and goal. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Makes the catch near the sidelines, but he's down immediately before he gained an inch.
Got a nice catch, way to get your feet down, and your reward is 0 yards.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Shapen. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. He's got it on the outside. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi!
quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Baylor is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was chanting "sick 'em" in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 14 to Arizona State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. Bought a little time, lets it go. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Third down coming up after the completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some...
And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Across the 45. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Bryant. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
And the Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense showing blitz here. The snap sets up to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to the quarterback. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. The returner will field it, and the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Trying to barrel in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Davis. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not. He found as he stopped at the 18. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Creates a little space, and that's a live ball. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Makes the quick grab. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Grab behind the line. It's Bryant. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They make the stop right there, but Northern Illinois has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bryant. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He makes a catch. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll...
UHE narration volume set to 100. UHE narration volume set to 100.
Out of bounds. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Shapen. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On third down, going up top. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They booted away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The short hands, it's Givens. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll send the back in motion. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Nice move to keep running. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Off the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
To the air. It's Shapen. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, can push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. Quarterback making checks. Gets the back moving. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it in the middle, it's Glover. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, the good news on that play is the quarterback was able to scramble and go pick up the first down with the lead late in the game. Bad news is, though, you just love him to stay in bounds to get this clock started sooner so you can bleed more of it off. That's just a coachable moment moving forward of having a better understanding of the situation in game.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Showing the arm strength to the left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Bulldogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Shapen. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
To the air on second down. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit as he throws. Picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Ready to fire from the pistol. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. They're working that left side. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Croman Hope. On target. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'll go with a direct snap. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Bulldog. And they turn it into a defensive score. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Nice move there. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna sling it on second down. That's caught. It's Givens. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Lots of running room. The tag. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Fires on the move. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his big tight end. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.